Hi, everybody. It's Dave Lorenz from Pure, Michigan.
And Tom Dalton from the smash hit Emmy Award-winning PBS TV show Under the Radar, Michigan.
Tom, did you know that Bo Schembechler said, those who stay here will be known as champions?
It's also been said that anyone who visits Michigan will be treated like a champion.
Welcome to the 2023 Pure Michigan. Welcome back to summer.
Hey, Dave, are we in the wrong stadium? That's a W.
No, I think we're just on the wrong side.
Oh, that's it. Let's throw it back up to Tom and Dave.
Take it away, guys.
Or is it Dave and Tom?
I like that guy with the mustache.
That's you.
Oh, boy. That was real, by the way.
Dave wrote that piece. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Dave wrote.
Nobody wrote anything.
Hey,
Tom.
I wore the wrong colors here today. We're obviously at the big house in Ann Arbor, the Michigan Stadium, as you can see. Is the M correct on this side now?
It is still incorrect. If we were the other side, you would be able to see the big M. But it is really great to be in the big house here in beautiful Ann Arbor. Here we are with some of our friends from the travel industry. We're going to be sharing with you some travel tips, some travel ideas.
Yeah, actually, get ready to speed date some travel destination vacation places, because for the next week, we're going to be doing this. We did this last year, and we had so much fun. Well, we did it the year before that, too, but we had so much fun. We're doing it again this year. So every night, all this week at this same time, like I said, it's going to be a speed dating vacation destinations. We're going to tell you great places to go, things to see, things to do. And today, we're starting in the Ann Arbor area.
It's really great to be here. Ann Arbor is a fantastic place. And let's get going with our first conversation with one of our guests during National Travel and Tourism Week. Come in, Sarah Miller from Destination Ann Arbor. Hey, Sarah, how are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Hi, Sarah.
It's great to see you. Great to have you here. We're going to be talking with a whole bunch of people from all over the industry, and tonight, mostly from the Ann Arbor area. And I know we have some like festivals and special events. We're going to hear from them. But for somebody who's never been to Ann Arbor, give us a little idea. What's the Ann Arbor, Ypsi, Chelsea, Dexter area all about?
The essence.
Oh, gosh, in one word?
Yeah, well, no,
you're going to need 4 or 5.
No, in 1 minute.
I think quirky, fun, different would come to mind. I think we have a great food scene all over the county, actually.
No doubt, yeah.
Probably some of the best, I have to say. I don't like to leave just for that reason.
Yeah, I think that the energy from Eastern Michigan University to University of Michigan, just the energy and the diversity that you guys have. I mean, every kind of person, every kind of food, every kind of event that you could possibly think of is happening in Ann Arbor.
Oh, absolutely. And great for like you mentioned, everyone, families, everybody, all up and down. There's something here that everyone will enjoy.
Well, I think everybody knows Ann Arbor, downtown for all those great shops and great restaurants that you mentioned. Let's specifically talk about Ypsi for a while. Ypsilanti. Really interesting shopping opportunities and dining opportunities. Can you give us a little flavor of Ypsilanti?
Oh, absolutely. The Unicorn Feed and Supply Store.
We've had them on the show.
Have you seen them? Yes. Very cool. Just quirky. If you like unicorns, you have to go kind of thing. It's fun for anyone to see some of their neat stuff. The Rocket is a great destination. We have Puffer Reds, which is also fabulous. Usually one of the only folks that can display Yankee Air. They are one of the only ones in the county. It's
Salt City Antiques is one of my favorite retro.
A lot of antiques places out there too. Yeah, some great dining also.
Yeah, well, it's a great area, Sarah. Now, you started as the Convention Visitors Bureau CEO within the last, year or two?
4 months.
4 months. COVID changed everything. My memory is totally gone. Well, congratulations. You're doing a great job here. You've got a great team. And of course, what a great community to promote as well.
Thank you. I'm privileged to do it.
Yeah. And you grew up in Chelsea, right?
Dexter.
Dexter. That's right. Dexter. Yes.
Yeah. So
you're a hometown girl.
Yeah. And I'm glad you're going to hear from a lot of my friends today about some of the fun things to do in the county. So I'm excited to hear that too.
We'll be hearing from them in a jiffy. Do you get that? Jiffy?
Jiffy. Oh, yeah. Here, give me this.
I thought that was funny.
Thank you so much.
Never mind. You have to be from this area to understand that. Like a Jiffy Mix. I thought that was good.
Who's up next, Dave? Oh, Tisha.
Tisha, come on in, Tisha. Tisha is like a long way away, but come on in, Tisha.
It's Tisha Montague, correct? Correct. Oh, I said it right.
Bring the microphone right up there.
And you're with the African American Downtown Festival in Ann Arbor.
I am.
And I've yet to go to that. How long has that festival been going on?
So this is our 26th annual this year.
Sorry, I haven't made it yet.
We'll have to get you out this year.
Yeah, now, you were telling me earlier that you kind of set up on a specific place every year. Where is that?
So we're on the corner of Ann and 4th. We're just right behind the Washtenaw County Courthouse. And we use our kids' corner for the courthouse parking lot. So that kind of gives you a landmark or whatnot.
Now, kind of paint the scene for us a little bit with what the festival is like, because a lot of festivals are, exclusively food or music or whatever. What do you do during the festival?
So the Ann Arbor African American Downtown Festival is a place for you to come, fellowship. You see some old faces, new faces, hear some live entertainment, enjoy some great food, from soul food to barbecue. There's free activities. It's free for all.
Oh.
You come down, bring your lawn chairs down, and just have a great time.
Now, what's the date again of the festival?
It is Saturday, June the 3rd, 2023. Starts at 9 a.m. Be ready to roll right at 9, sing the national anthem, and then we'll get it going.
That's a great thing for families.
Oh, this is a great family event. It's for everyone in the family. There's something for everyone. We have vendors. We support the local economy, but we also have entrepreneurs who come down and sell their goods, services, crafts. You'll find arts, crafts, clothing, health and beauty. You might even be able to get a neck massage down there from the relax station.
Yeah, that's what I love about the Ann Arbor area is there's so much artistic creativity. There's so many cool creative people here that no matter what the festival, it's going to expand your horizons. It's going to, and it's so all inclusive, this area. That's what I love about it too.
Yes, it's a very diverse event. It's one of Washtenaw County's biggest diverse events. They're happening in downtown Ann Arbor, so we love that.
Well, and because of the universities, something tells me you get a lot of young people there, and there's something special about communities that host universities, that energy. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it's amazing energy. You have the different clubs that bring the international clubs. You have the firefighters who even come down. The police come down and get their meals from down there. So you'll see someone from the university, from the city, the county, and from the community. It's so amazing on that day. And the energy is electrifying. And as I said, entertainment is off the hook. We have hula, Polynesian dancers this year.
Oh, wow.
We have
Dave's really good at that.
I'll bring my hula, what is that, hula hoop?
Yeah, and bring your little skirt. We also have the Luther Vandross experience with Danny
wow.
Clay. It's going to be an amazing show. We're really excited
Is that
about
the
it.
evening performance then?
He is the headliner.
Sounds like it. Yeah, so that's great. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a fun time. Give us that date again
Saturday, June the 3rd, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
and the location.
It is in the heart of downtown Ann Arbor, right in the it is held in the historically Black business district. So what's important about that is all of those businesses were predominantly Black owned back in the 50s and
that's
60s.
perfect. Yeah.
So we kind of educate the community about that and pay homage to those who've come before us.
Do you have a website?
We do. Our website is www.festival.org.
I will be there. It's the day after my birthday, so I may be a little hungover, but I will be there.
And we'll come by so we can sing happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tisha.
Thank you so much.
What a
Have
great
an
to be here.
amazing rest of the night.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Like I said, it's
Tisha Montague.
Tisha. Now, oh my gosh, now we have.
Oh,
Ann Arbor
wait,
Summer-
I
it's Mike.
I want to see how he does here.
Okay.
So, Mike, I know how to pronounce Mike's name.
You do?
Yeah?
It's Mike Michelin.
Well, close.
Darn, did I say it wrong?
Close enough. Mike Michelin.
No, oh, that's right. It's Michelin. Yeah, we've met. Oh boy, I'm terrible at this. Good to see you too.
Yeah, great to see you, Mike. So tell us, you are representing the Ann Arbor Summer Festival. I am always confused about this because it seems like the Summer Festival literally goes all summer.
It does, doesn't it?
Well, I think the spirit of the summer festival goes all summer,
Yeah.
but about 3.5 weeks starting June 9.
I know it went on for a while.
And a really great mix of activities, mostly free outdoors with some headlining artists in indoor venues on campus, and just a range of activity for families and out-of-town visitors as well.
Well, there's art going on, there's music going on, tons of food, correct?
Tons of food, always food.
Yeah, exactly. What's a festival without food?
So, Mike, you have this festival, but you also combine with other festivals. How does this work? Because I know that, the art festivals and such, they're so prominent here. Do you coordinate with them? Are they the same time? Fill us in on that.
We're just before, but as you kind of come to learn, it's festival season in the summer in Ann Arbor. And I think what's great about this community is that people are extremely collaborative. And when you look at the Ann Arbor Summer Festival season, 200 individual events, and so many of those are partners that are showing up to help produce those events. And so on any given night at Top of the Park, you might be participating in a silent disco and then walk over to an instrument petting zoo that the Ann Arbor Symphony is running, going to another stage and seeing a performance. And it's really a product of kind of the collaborative nature of this town.
Have you ever seen a silent disco?
I
It's
have.
it's an amazing thing to see because all these people dancing passionately and crazy.
And quite literally silent.
And it's silent because they're all wearing headphones, so you can't hear the music. So it's one of the funniest, wonderful things you'll ever see.
I feel awkward enough dancing when there is music, so I can't imagine. So what are the other some of the other events that you feature?
So this year, a couple of our headlining artists or marquee artists would be Renee Elise Goldsberry, June 15th in Hill Auditorium, Broadway star of television and stage. Certainly people have come to recognize her from her role in the blockbuster musical Hamilton.
Oh, wow.
Jason Isbell in the 400 unit coming on June 25. And then later in August, we have the beloved comedy news show, Wait, Don't Tell Me, coming here
I
to
love
Auditorium.
that show.
I wonder
Love
about
that
this.
show.
I didn't realize it's I mean, I guess I know the radio program, but it's a show. It's like
They do it live, yeah.
I didn't realize they were
Yeah.
actually going to do that.
Mostly in Chicago, but they take a number of dates throughout the year
Do-
on tour.
go on the road, yeah.
We're
Oh,
lucky
that's
enough to have
awesome.
them.
I would love to be able to go to that.
So
too.
again, the 3 weeks are when and what area of the city so people can find it?
Yeah, beginning June 9, we're a little bit shorter this year, going to June 25. And Top of the Park, which is kind of the hub for so much of the festival activity, is located in Ingalls Mall. So the bell tower on campus
Yep.
is a great landmark. And nightly, beginning at 5 p.m., you have people that are stretching out blankets in the lawn, enjoying music, wellness activities, and then we kind of fan out throughout the city and county for different things.
Yeah, when we were there last year, I was amazed at, again, the diversity and the number of people and families. Like you said, there was art exhibits and actually live art going on that you can get involved in. And it's such a great thing to take your family to.
I mean, I always make a pitch for Ann Arbor in the summer. I mean, it's a great arts and culture. This area is great for arts and culture year round, but there's something about the summer being for members of the community, and it's great to come here and kind of in that idyllic setting.
So the event starts when again?
June 9.
June 9. So if you were coming in for let's say you had a week and you wanted to do a lot of activities, how are they going to find out about all the different activities that are happening during that time?
Website, that's the best place to go. A2sf.org is where they can.
A2sf.org. Got it.
Yeah. And you said a lot of the events are free?
Most of the events are free, outdoors. And free doesn't mean that they're without quality. I mean, it's really incredible in this community. People are super generous, and they get such quality offerings that are free.
And we were talking to Tisha. I was thinking about this too. Whenever you go to an event, you're always looking for food. She mentioned that they have food at their festival. How about here? Are you going to have food trucks, or are they
10 local food vendors? So a number of great options. A lot of handhelds. A lot of handheld options.
Awesome.
So good shawarma, slice of pizza.
Okay.
that
I'm
type of
sold.
thing.
I'm sold.
good stuff?
It's
So
the Ann Arbor Summer Festival, and it starts June 9th.
June 9.
Mike
Awesome.
Mickelin, did I get it right?
You did.
How do you like that? That's how you do it, Tom.
I'm sorry.
Mike
I'm sorry,
Mickelin.
Mike. I owe you $5.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, there are so many festivals in this town. People have always heard about the food. They've heard about, the performance
Yeah.
facilities that are all over, and they're really great ones. But I think the events make it really special. It's a great area.
I think
Just love
Ann
it.
Arbor has more events than most 5 other towns put together. I mean, there's always something happening here. And speaking of things happening, we have Matt Hefner from Awesome Mitten. Now,
Hey,
we
Matt.
already know the Mitten's awesome, but what do you know that we don't know?
That's tough. You've been everywhere. We host every season. We host My Awesome List. I bet you never heard anyone do that before.
No. Yeah.
So we have a diverse set of voices. So we put together this little bucket list that's unique things, and we have a team of people that go out and are experiencing doing them, and then document them through social media, but also long form posts that people can utilize as they're out exploring. So we want to inspire, but we also want to equip people as they're going out and doing that stuff.
So people can
I
go
think-
to your website.
Yes, absolutely. AwesomeMitten.com. And for all the Upers out there, it's the Mitten State. We have a lot of UP content. We get a lot of questions about
I'm
that.
sure you do. Well, in fact, we work together quite closely. Not me myself, but everybody in our team. I just kind of go around and do things like this. But I know that our team loves the Awesome Mitten folks. You provide us a lot of content for Michigan.org. Thank you for doing that. Do you also have product that you sell, or is it all content online and editorial content?
Primarily editorial content. We also have social communities as well. Our Day Trips in Michigan Facebook group, I'll mention. People are amazing in there. They're always posting content and questions. So that's our focus over products. We will have some of that stuff in the future, but that's our focus, is helping equip and helping people experience. Our goal is to help people fall more in love with Michigan, whatever we can do to do that.
We'll
and
go
partner
through
with
like 5 or 6 of like your top experiences that you guys offer or that you feature.
It's hard to narrow it down, but
Okay, then give me 20.
I'll give you 50. I would say one of our goals is for residents in Michigan to be able to enjoy and experience and then become more invested in their communities. So some of the stuff that I'm most proud that we've worked with has been with the folks at Flint and Genesee Tourism. We've been able to feature, and I've taken several trips there and experience so much. The Sloan Museum,
It's a great place.
that whole cultural center
Great
right
place.
there.
The whole center
I
is
love that.
amazing.
The Flint Farmers Market is amazing.
We'll be there Friday with this program.
Yes, absolutely. So I enjoy that place. There's so many different vendors and so many different restaurants downtown.
So where do you get the people who write for you? Are they all on team, all on your staff, or are you going to go out and find other people to write for you?
So we work with find other creators throughout social. They might have their own blog, and then they work with us on a consistent basis as well. And then we have some that are on part-time, full-time, some as a freelance. But our goal is to have a small team that you can really trust and enjoy reading and experiencing over their shoulder. And so we keep a small team for that purpose.
So how does it work if I go to your website? I just type in the activity I'm interested in, or
whatever you're interested in, you can jump into the My Awesome list where we'll have about 35 items for summer. And the goal of those is not to be prescriptive, is to get people thinking outside of the box on what they're doing. And then they can jump into a group and they can ask a question. We had people earlier today asking about Horrocks in downtown Lansing. We had someone asking about biking Harson's Island, all of those things, so they can get a perspective of people. Hey, I'm going to a waterfall. What's the water flow rate? What does it look like right now? Someone's 3 days ago, I was there. Here's your photo. So it's a fun thing. But yeah, our website, Facebook page, we have a lot of unique features through that.
AwesomeMitten.com. Oh, it's great. And you guys provide so much great content for Michigan.org. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
It's really helpful.
And right now I'm going to surprise you, Dave, because we have.
Is it my birthday?
Well, no, not
No,
yet,
it's not my
even
birthday.
close. But anyway, why don't we go to something that you're responsible for? It's a Pure Michigan commercial.
Oh, a commercial. Let's see it right now.
A fresh path can be illuminating. It can light up your world.
Leading you to breathtaking spaces filled with wide open possibilities.
Out here, you can find yourself without even looking.
Knowing a fork in the road always leads to an extraordinary adventure. So set out and shine bright.
And let fresh be your guide to Pure Michigan.
I got to be honest, Dave. You guys do such a great job with these Pure Michigan spots.
It's all me. It's all me. No, nothing to do with me.
But seriously, you guys do such a wonderful job with those spots that it makes even me want to go to Michigan, and I'm here.
Yeah, we have such a talented team. We have I would say we have a small but mighty team at Travel Michigan, and then we work with some really talented people like you guys at Under the Radar.
Oh,
And
shucks.
we talked about the Awesome Mitten people, the MMGY Global people who put those beautiful ads together. And I love that with this new campaign that we're calling it, the Keep It Fresh campaign. It's all about keeping it fresh, thinking about new ways to get out there and exploring, going to some of the places and some of the events that we've already talked about, some of the places that we'll be visiting later on in the week.
That's what we always do at my house is we always try to go outside the box, and we don't just always go to the same fairs, the same towns, we'll pick different towns to go to on the weekends. We go to different fairs, different festivals, just to it's just for variety.
Yeah, have you ever been to Sault Ste. Marie?
I'll be there tomorrow. I've been there many
We'll be
times.
there tomorrow. So at this time, tomorrow, 7 till 8 p.m., we'll be talking to mostly folks from the Upper Peninsula,
Right.
which is great. I wish we could have gone to more UP spots, but that's going to be our UP spot for this week. And then we'll be heading out. So I tell you what I love about the campaign this year, a new, more vibrant music from Assemble Sound in Detroit. We have more people in the ad. You see more diversities in the ad, because that's the real story of Michigan. We're a very diverse place. And then you're going to hear another voice. You probably heard Jessica Kerr Moore, who's awesome, beautiful, wonderful voice, blends in really well with Tim Allen. So it's great to have them both working for us, and it's going to be a great season.
Speaking of new voices, it's time for Sarah Billman.
Bring in Sarah Billman from the University Musical Society. Where's Sarah?
Hello,
Hi,
how are
Sarah.
you?
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
Good
Nice
to
to
have
see
you
you.
here.
Good to be here.
So I have to tell you, University Musical Society, I've heard about this, but I have never been to a performance. I know very little about it. So
That's
I'm
why
gonna
she's
ask you a whole
here.
bunch of questions.
Well, yeah, you're like a prime target.
I know, it's terrible.
terrible.
The issue is that Tom and I get to so many places, it's kind of hard to really spend any time anywhere and to really get to know something. So kind of fill us in on the Musical
I
Society.
will. So UMS has been around since 1879.
Whoa.
We just announced our 145th season. So we're counting down to the big sesquicentennial in 5 years.
How was the first year, Tom? No, it's okay. Sorry, I had to do that.
I
Sorry.
dropped
It's
out
fair
after
enough.
5 years.
And a lot of people really know us as being one of the premier classical music presenters in Michigan. But truth of the matter is we do a lot more besides classical music. In fact, we're opening our season in September with Snarky Puppy and with
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
I'm a huge Snarky Puppy
Snarky
fan.
Puppy, and with the 50th anniversary of the Shakti tour
my
with
gosh.
Zakir Hussain and John McLaughlin. Then we go into an Irish theater company that's coming in October. We have opera singers and orchestras coming throughout the year. We have this really great Ukrainian group called Daka Braka, and they play ethnic folk music from Ukraine. We presented them about 5 or 6 years ago, and it was just literally blew the roof
So
off.
you can experience music from around the world.
All over. And when you said that you love to see things and go places you haven't been before,
Yes.
that's what UMS is all about, because it really just opens up the world and brings so many new artists here. I've been in the job for 30 years, and that's why, because I love every year that we can bring new things to people.
Food's a great way to travel. Music is a great way to travel. Where do you perform? Where's your home?
We have a lot of homes. We perform a lot in Hill Auditorium, which is, about 100 years old here on the U of M campus.
Yep.
And it's just the most glorious, beautiful concert hall you can imagine. But dance and theater is largely in the Power Center here on campus. We do chamber music in Rackham Auditorium. We also actually branched out. Just last week, we did a week-long residency at the Ypsilanti Freight House.
Oh.
And we'll be doing another month of residency there in September, October, and then again next April. And those are largely community-driven residencies with a lot of free opportunities for people to experience the arts.
Sarah, do you offer any additional programs for young people? It's so hard to get people to really appreciate classical and something like opera as well.
Well, I know it's hard. I'm an opera fan, so it kills me to hear you say that, but you're right. We do. We have a huge K-12 program that we work through the schools.
And we actually bring school children in for field trips to see some of the artists that we present on stage. At the Freight House, we had a couple of family workshops that were, for 50 or 60 people coming in on a Saturday or Sunday. One was puppetry, one was breakdancing. And the kids and their parents just had such a great time. It was so rewarding to watch and just see that spark happen for people.
Well, it sounds like you offer so many different musical genres. I mean, if you don't know who Snarky Puppy is, I mean, it's one of my favorite bands. It's a collection of, they used to be students that formed a band, and it's funk and fusion.
Yeah, they started at the University of North Texas, and now they're largely based in New York, but their latest CD is actually an homage to Dallas, where they started.
Yeah, some of my favorite musicians now have come from that band.
Right.
So I mean, it's far from just classical. It's
everything.
It's everything.
It's everything.
I thought I was doing well knowing Moxie strings. So, I've gotten that far. I can't wait to find out more. Haven't really picked up on opera yet, but I can feel your passion for that.
Renee Fleming is performing on September 28th in Hill Auditorium. And she's really one of the great opera singers of the generation. And she'll be doing a recital in Hill Auditorium.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
What's a website if people want to find out more?
UMS.org. That's for University Musical Society. UMS.org.
Fantastic.
Which sounds so proper and so.
But it's not. It's actually anybody can come. I mean, I'm wearing jeans right now, and people show up in everything from tuxes to tennis shoes, and it's all welcome.
I'm a big music head, so I'll be going to the website.
Great. Well, we can't wait to welcome you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
Really appreciate being here. What was the name of that group?
Snarky Puppy.
Snarky Puppy. I can't wait.
I'm
sure it's nice. I'm sure it's good.
Oh boy, I love this next one.
Oh, who are we talking to? Oh, Karen. Karen Delhay. How are you, Karen?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you.
You too.
We've talked many times.
We have.
This is about the biggest and bestest art fair in the galaxy.
That's true.
And what's it called?
100% true. The Ann Arbor Art Fair.
There you go.
Now, again, kind of like we were talking to Mike earlier, I mean, festivals and fairs here don't just go for a couple of days. I mean, they go all, forever. So,
Yes.
so fill us in.
So the Ann Arbor Art Fair is a long-standing tradition in Ann Arbor. Started back in 1960, as I know we've kind of talked about before.
Yeah.
It was really started as a way to increase economic activity in downtown Ann Arbor when the college students left for the summer.
It's still the largest juried art fair.
It is the largest juried art fair in the nation. We have
Wow.
close to 1,000 artists that come in for the show, local and as far away as all over the world, honestly.
I can't tell you how much art there is in my
It's
house
incredible.
from the Ann Arbor Art
Yes,
Fair.
you do. You always shop when
Yeah,
you come, which is
yeah.
great. We appreciate
Well,
it.
like I always say, I like to meet 99% of the art in my house. I've met the artist, and I've heard about their journey and their struggles and their inspiration and why they do what they do and how they do what they do.
Yeah.
And that when people come to my house, I have a story behind every piece of art.
That's what it's all about. That's
Yeah.
what an art fair is about.
Yeah.
Art is so personal, and it's about those personal connections. And being at an art fair, you're able to meet the artist and make those
As
connections.
opposed to going on the
Right,
and
online
it shows up
and-
at your front door,
right.
and where's the story?
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
The delivery guy was so nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When does the art fair begin this year?
It is July 20th through the 22nd. So Thursday. It's always the third Thursday in July.
Yeah, and this goes on just for that a few days then.
3 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And it
So July
literally-
20th through the 22nd.
It literally encompasses the whole.
30 city blocks. We take
Yeah.
up 30 city blocks. Yes. And there's, aside from the artists, there's the stores and restaurants come out. We have, so there's so much to do and see. There's 3 stages and all kinds of activities. David Zinn comes out and does.
Oh, I love David. man.
He
He's
does
a-
tutorials with the kids.
Yeah, he's a
and
sidewalk artist.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
sure. I've
And
seen that.
his voice alone. I asked him, could you call me like in the evening just before I go to bed and just tell me a story?
he's very soothing.
Oh, but what a talented artist. he
He's
is.
incredible. And the kids just love him. They come out and they can leave their own mark on the art fair
Right.
and do their
But
doodles. So
that's what's amazing about the art fairs. You meet so many David Zinns. You meet so many people that are
Yes.
so interesting and colorful and creative. And like I said, there's so many great stories behind what they do.
there are. Artists are very interesting people.
Something tells me if you want to stay for the entire event, you're going to want to get your hotel room now.
Yes, you are. And you can visit our friends on annarbor.org. They
That
have.
sounds like a good
Dave
idea.
Yes.
sleeps in his car.
No, I never
So do
sleep.
I.
Oh, that's right.
So, who sleeps?
Right.
Yeah, so I look forward to this. And a genre of art, is it basically everything?
Everything. There's something for everyone. Every price point, every style of art, you name it. It's
Yeah,
there.
it's
It's
Well,
incredible.
it seems like it because you've taken over the entire area.
Right.
You know.
If somebody lives under a rock or they just got to this planet, tell them where they can get more information about the Ann Arbor Art Fair, because it's like, it is the #1 art fair in the country.
It is. So it's, you can visit the AnnArborArtFair.com. And that has all the information, about all 3 of the fairs together. So that's our joint website. So covers
Awesome.
everything, plus on Facebook or social.
Well,
Karen
thank you.
Delhay, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
What's the name of the
Thanks.
organization again? The Artist Guild?
Oh, so I'm with the Guild of Artists and
There's 3
Artisans.
different
And
guilds.
we're
Yeah.
one of the 3 partners that comprise the Ann Arbor Art Fair.
That's really
They
cool.
smirch themselves
I know.
We
together.
do,
I know.
we do, but
It's
we
a
work
big
well
deal.
together, so
That's
it's important.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good to have you here. Appreciate it. All right, Tom, you keep on grabbing the microphones.
Well, because I'm trying to be efficient.
You're doing well. So, hey, we're clicking along here. So here's the thing. If you're looking for information about traveling around the state of Michigan, several ways you can get that information. We always say your trip begins at michigan.org.
There's also utrmichigan.org.
I've heard of that.
Oh, no, it's .com. Sorry.
.com.
I'm sorry. We're a profit. Well, sometimes.
UTR. What?
It's utrmichigan.com.
There you go. And of course, you can see some videos.
Yes.
Of former show segments.
We've been on the air for 13 years now. So we've amassed how many shows now, Joe? 180 shows. So which comes to probably 1,500 different vacation destinations. So
Yeah, so a lot of great ideas there. And of course, you can pick up your Pure Michigan Travel Guide at any of the 13 Michigan Welcome Centers, or we'll even make it easier for you.
call
Go to-
David home.
Yeah, just give me a call. Actually, if you go to michigan.org, you can order your free guide. We will send it right to you. And there are so many great tips of travel. What would be your #1 travel tip if you were going to tell somebody something?
I don't know. I'd ask Lisa. No, I'd ask Larissa Drays. That's
I
who I'd
wondered
ask.
if you might. Okay, let's bring in Larissa. Larissa is here from the Michigan Association of Convention Visitors.
Now
Bureau.
you say Larissa, I say Larissa.
I know. She's never corrected me.
It's Larissa.
Larissa.
See, I've been saying Larissa. It's Larissa. Well, this is an I, not an E. I'm going to change that. Hold on a second.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Thanks
for having
for
me
all
on
your hard
tonight.
work.
Yeah. So you're absolutely right. We point people to michigan.org as well. But each of our destination marketing organizations have some exciting news to share. So I was told I'm going to get enough time to give one blurb about each of the following communities.
If you take it away, we'll just leave.
Well, no, you're going to have comments on each
Okay,
of these
there we
because
go.
you're going to
Okay.
be familiar with each.
Tell
of
me
these.
about Battle Creek.
All right, so Battle Creek, New Holland Brewing Company is coming to downtown, and they have their pepperoni pinwheels, but they also have some things that are going to be very unique to Battle Creek, such as the exclusive fashionably late red ale, and you can order a cocktail right there that's made right there in the distillery.
That's a really cool
Awesome.
place.
I actually love downtown Battle Creek.
Yep.
It's a beautiful
Absolutely.
city. I love the river that runs right through the town. So.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good lead into the next one.
Big Rapids.
Big Rapids.
Oh, I love that town, too.
river, the river. So it's kind of a weird shape. There's a new trail there, the Dragon Trail, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
going to be 43 miles in total.
Incredible.
And so it wraps around the river. It
Goes all
wraps
way
around the
to,
Hardy Dam.
Newaygo area.
Correct.
Mhm.
2 counties, Mecosta County and Newaygo County. And why is it called the Dragon, you ask? Because that's the shape of it. But it does wrap around the river there.
Near Frankenmuth's Birch Run.
Birch Run. Birch Run, we have the Speedway and Event Center that just got a complete, think of everything resurfaced, like facelift for the whole thing, right?
Just we're fixing those roads, people.
There you go. So the other claim to fame they have, I think you guys might have to go test this out, make sure it's true here. It says they claim that Gas Alley is Michigan's longest bar. Who's going to go measure that one?
Me.
You are, okay.
Dave doesn't drink.
I don't drink,
I drink
but-
for Dave.
I'll bring my measuring tape. Okay, we'll figure it out.
I'll bring my mug.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay.
So Grand Rapids,
Beer City, USA.
it is. It's also arts and culture.
Oh yeah.
Frederick Meyer Gardens has the Cristina Iglesias, one of Spain's most famous artists. They have her exhibit this summer, and her artwork is a mixture of architecture, landscape, and nature. So what a perfect place to have it at Meyer Gardens.
Number 2 attraction in the state of Michigan behind the Henry Ford.
Meyer Gardens?
It's incredible.
Yeah, if you haven't
Meyer
been there,
Gardens,
it's an
incredible.
amazing place.
Yep.
Great place. Bring the kids to Alina's children's garden too. It's a
Very
great thing.
good.
What's happening in, let's see, how about Grayling?
Grayling, okay, keep up with me on this because it's play on words. There's Grayling in Grayling. Huh? Yeah. It smells fishy, doesn't it? So the Michigan DNR partnered with the Grayling Fish
Oh,
Hatchery, and
yeah.
they're bringing the Grayling,
Grayling
back,
back?
to Grayling.
Because
Yes,
it had gone extinct for a while.
exactly. So on Friday, May 26th, that whole new exhibit opens up with the Grayling.
Are they really gray?
I don't know. I haven't
Okay.
seen one up in person yet.
All right, got one more?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a couple more.
Okay.
Lansing, downtown.
Oh, Lansing.
Okay, so the former city market is now the Lansing Shuffle.
Oh,
So 5 restaurants, 2 bars, event space, and of course, shuffleboard.
oh, very cool.
So what a fun place for a little outing, you know?
Absolutely. You can come over across the river and say hi at my office.
Yeah. And then not too far from Lansing, just a little bit north of there, Mount Pleasant.
Oh, yeah.
Soaring Eagle was nominated for the best casino of the year by the Academy of Country Music.
Yeah, for
Really?
like concerts, right?
Right. So
It's a
Carrie
great
Underwood
venue,
is
great venue.
coming. Let's see, who else? Pitbull.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a dog, that's a person, by the way.
Yeah.
He's a rapper.
Yep,
He's
I know that one.
He's very good. You know that?
I know that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, it's halfway to everywhere in Michigan.
Don't miss Zeebewing Museum if you're into Native American culture like I am. It is awesome. I think it's the best in the country. Really, for its
Yeah.
size, the best Native American museum in the country.
So Petoskey, they got a lot of press earlier this year with the Skybridge, Michigan,
Oh, yeah.
but they have some new things going on as well with the Gypsy Distillery. The distillery is moving to a new home inside the Bay Harbor Equestrian Center. And in addition to having some great things like, obviously customized drinks, they're going to have expanded outdoor deck, and it overlooks the Little Traverse Bay. So you
Oh,
can just
nice.
sit out there and kind of relax and have your beverages.
Awesome. Awesome. That's a lot of great
beautiful
stuff.
place,
I mean,
too.
you sat down here in 5 minutes, well, 3 minutes, and gave how many ideas?
And she has more.
We have more
Just
still?
just a couple.
Oh,
I've got
okay. I
4
was
more.
told by the director we're done, but okay.
He's
No,
okay.
let's go.
I'll talk
Go.
fast. Okay, downtown Port Huron, we've got Wrigley Hall.
Okay.
So Wrigley Hall has their self-pouring rooftop tap room with views of what bridge?
The Blue Water Bridge.
Bingo. 170-foot video wall to watch a game, band stages, and then they have, this is kind of cool, veteran-owned, locally owned Renaissance Man Distillery.
Yeah, if you haven't been to Port Huron for a while, you have to be there. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Awesome.
city.
Yep. St. Ignace has 2 new restaurants coming in, Wild Blueberry and Bakery to start out your day, start out your morning, followed by, this is kind of also a play on word, not boys, buoys on the bay. Buoy on the bay.
Yeah.
It's
Got that
just
one.
kind of fun to say,
Yeah.
right? Buoys on the Bay is pub food with a fine dining twist.
Another town with a great Native American museum, the Ojibwe Museum. Awesome.
Great. And last but certainly not least, Traverse City. They have a couple of events coming up. Saturday, it's already next Saturday, May 13th, Turtle Creek Stadium is the Spring Beer Festival. And that's going on probably all day. But before you do that, you might want to exercise. So Crystal Mountain is holding the North Mitten Half Marathon, 10K and 5K. So you could run and then go have a brew.
Awesome.
Love Crystal Mountain.
It's a fantastic place.
Works.
And in fact, is that the last one?
I had one more.
Okay, one more.
It's
And
just 'cause
one
it's
more.
well, it's really kind of special.
Okay.
So the Grand Traverse Regional Land Conservancy is opening up their new conservation center. It's open to the public, brand new event space, miles and miles of trails, greenhouse. It sounds like a really special space.
Yep, it is. It's a great area, beautiful, a part of Michigan, and everybody should check it out. No doubt about it.
And if you weren't taking notes, call David home later. He'll recap this whole thing for you. But no.
Michigan.org.
Michigan.org. We
go.
give you all those ideas. Thank you, Larissa.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah. So, we were talking about Crystal Mountain.
Yep.
And that's snow time, when a lot of people like to go. It's also a great time to go golfing this time of year. Great place. But
Speaking
it
of
gets me
snow
thinking
time-
about winter.
Right.
Why don't we go check out a short little video because we need a break from all this difficult, hard work. So we're going to show you a quick little video. You have to watch this. It's really incredible. Here we go.
When I'm feeling stressed, either from work or daily life, I go outside and I focus on that moment of seeing animals and seeing the squirrels and the birds and bringing in clean air. And that all is very healing to our nervous system and to our body.
We're at beautiful Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore here as part of Michigan Ice Fest, an amazing celebration of winter and climbing ice.
It is an international event, and we're pretty proud of that. There's a lot of ice festivals all over the country. Ours is unique in that we have a lot of first-time climbers, and we're very excited about that. You don't walk into a store, buy the gear, and go teach yourself how to climb. It would be quite dangerous to do that. And so what we do is we provide opportunity. We provide a facility where people can come in, check out all the gear, clothing to stay warm, and then we bring in some of the best climbers in the world to be our instructors. It's kind of a winning formula for getting people excited about the sport, and that's really the reason that we organize this event. For a long time, our sport has been really an old white person sport. And so, we've made strides to include everyone and really to make our activity viable. The future is diversity. It makes for a better, stronger community. We have a couple different programs at the festival that we're really committed to. Every year, we try to offer more and more and more to bring more people in, give more people the opportunity.
It's my first time ice climbing. I'm here with Detroit Outdoors. We have a whole collection of folks here, many of whom they're also their first time ice climbing.
You want to get that wrist action going. So at the end of your swing, make sure you got that.
Just being out here in nature with all this ice and the people, it's just a wonderful experience. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of trepidation. There's a sense of accomplishment, even if you didn't make it to the top. Just getting on the rope and touching the ice, and it's something that a lot of us haven't experienced before. So even just that feeling is really amazing. It's really fun.
Wow, you're a natural.
Yeah. When we think about Detroit Outdoors being up here at Michigan Ice Fest, we're here because of this wider sort of community of folks that are passionate about the sport, people that are maybe passionate about just connecting all folks with the outdoors. And it's like this growing community that helps us have this welcoming opportunity. If anything, a lot of our trips are more about getting to know one another than they are about learning all of these skills or all of this gear, because that comes with time. But the most powerful part, I think, of trying something new is finding community and people to do it with. For people of color that maybe have never done this before, for some of us, never gone to the Upper Peninsula. They come up and there's these professional athletes that are from all over the world. They know each other. There's this friendship and community that's here that's welcoming them into this, not only this space, right, this beautiful national park, but also into this community, this activity, and saying we're so glad you're here. They look out and they're like, oh man, there's someone from Full Circle Everest, right? Part of the first all-black Mount Everest team, right? World-renowned Black climbers that are here welcoming them into their community. That kind of welcome and invitation can really be a powerful way to get folks into something that beforehand might have been unfamiliar or maybe strange.
Nature is everywhere around us, right? You don't have to go to the upper parts of Michigan to be in the outdoors. It could be in your backyard, right? You could go sit in your backyard with your family or your kids and listen to the birds. You got to start somewhere. And if that means you are going to go for a walk down the street to your local park, or you're going to try and do a 5-mile hike at your local forest, that's what that is. But you start where you're at.
I think for someone that wants to try and get into more outdoor recreation or spend more time in nature and the outdoors, wherever you're at, look up what's going on in your area, whether it's organizations like Latino Outdoors or Outdoor Afro, who have chapters all over the country, or maybe something with a local park or maybe a local community-based organization. Reaching out, start small, build some relationships. You can just go from there.
We have people coming up strictly to go ice climbing, but then they'll tack on and go, man, the cross-country skiing is great here. There's a dog sledding place just down the street. So they can make this multi-sport, multi-adventure trip. And I just think it's a great place to recreate. Michigan is an amazing place.
That's, I love that video. Stop that. I love that video. And I know we're all tired of winter, right? We're just kind of tired of it. Although there still is a little snow way up in the
It's actually fun to
UP.
watch it now because we're done with it.
Yeah, it is. Well, but I love that video because our internal team at MEDC Travel Michigan, they went out there and they caught this great story of people who you might be surprised are up climbing ice in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan because they didn't fit the mold of people that you might think are there. That's the story of Michigan. We're a very diverse place. Diverse people, places, experiences, even seasons.
Yep.
And we need to get out and to go to places where people might be surprised that they're there because maybe people appear to be different than them. But what we'll find is when we travel, we just discover that in the most important and essential ways, we're all the same. We want a better life for our kids and grandkids. That's what travel is all about. And that's why you should get out there.
Yeah, travel's the great equalizer.
Yeah,
it makes you realize that we're all creatures from the planet Earth, and we all have the same needs and wants and desires, and it's all. Oh, where did you come
Speaking
from?
of creatures.
Oh, speaking of creatures.
Pretty funny there.
It's Chad Weebisick.
Correct.
Love your last name.
Yes, thank you.
Very close friend, and you're with TICOM.
Yes, I am.
And just very quickly, tell the folks who aren't familiar with TICOM what TICOM stands for
Sure.
and what you guys do.
Yeah, TICOM, the Tourism Industry Coalition of Michigan. So essentially, it's a statewide collaborative association that unifies, brings together Michigan travel leaders. So our members include other state associations like camping and golfing and RVing and restaurants and hotels, but also.
Boy, are you in the right state?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. A lot to do there. And then also destinations and attractions are also members as well.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about some of them. Like
Sure.
you mentioned, Michigan Association of Recreational Vehicles and
Yep.
Campgrounds. I almost got it right,
Yep.
MARVAC.
Sure.
And we're going to be talking to somebody from that group later on,
Mhm.
but they represent campgrounds and RV rental people and places where you can buy them and all that stuff. What a place to have that business and to do that type of work.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got so many great campgrounds and such.
Absolutely.
Some of the other members.
Yeah. And, I mentioned attractions as well, right? So the Henry Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Have you been there?
Oh my
a few
gosh,
times.
I grew up at
Tell
the
me
Henry
more.
Ford. My son on his he was in fourth grade, his birthday that year, he wanted to go to the Henry Ford. So we took all these fourth graders to the Henry Ford. And I've been going there since I was a little kid.
Yeah. How about Greenfield Village?
Oh
You
my
been there?
gosh. yeah.
Incredible place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
My sister got married there.
Oh.
really?
Yeah.
That's an interesting place.
Well, her
Yeah.
first marriage, but anyway.
Yes. Okay. True lives of travel professionals. Welcome. The daytime version's coming in the soap opera version later, but
But you mentioned golf.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
doesn't Michigan have like the fourth most golf courses in the nation?
It might be, though. I've also heard, and Dave might correct me, I think it is the number one most public golf courses.
That's correct.
In any state in the U.S.
That's right.
Yes.
Four. We're number one, baby.
There you go. I knew Dave would know.
I'm sorry.
There you go. What are you thinking?
Yeah. So attractions like Henry Ford are members, and also destinations, like Sault Ste. Marie and Charlevoix and South Haven. They're all members.
It's a great organization, and I'm really thankful that not only are you out there to educate people of the importance of travel and tourism, but you're a networking group where you support each other as well. And that's a tremendous thing.
Absolutely. And we're TICOM is so proud to be a partner with Pure Michigan to promote and support National Travel and Tourism Week this week. And we're also encouraging people to go to the michigan.org/NTTW landing page for special offers and packages across Michigan.
You might have to say that again.
Yes. Yep. So it is the michigan.org website. So it's michigan.org/NTTW, which is an acronym, stands for National Travel and Tourism Week.
Gotcha.
I'm glad you mentioned it because I would have messed it up. But we'll figure that out now. Yeah, so we do have some deals and discounts there, which you mentioned.
Yeah.
We often will share deals and discounts on michigan.org. So you can sign up for the deals and discounts like e-newsletter as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So look
Yep.
for that.
And under the radar, we don't give discounts. We just impart knowledge and experiences to people. But
Yeah.
yeah, you can't ask for a better state than Michigan
Yeah,
to live in.
I agree. And the more we travel, I think the better we become as human beings, because it really makes us feel like there are more similarities and differences in the world.
Right.
Well, as chair of TICOM, you earlier today in a news conference, you were sharing some statistics on the importance of travel and tourism nationwide. I don't know if you did statewide stats, but you were talking about some of them. I doubt if you have any of them just stuck in your head, but it's truly impressive to realize how important the travel and tourism industry is.
Absolutely. It's important for our community. It's a big economic driver for our communities, our businesses, and also it plays an impact on our personal well-being. It's good for mental health and physical health, when you travel.
It's nice to live someplace that other people want to come see.
Mhm.
There's a certain sense of pride to that.
There's something for
where-
everyone here in Pure Michigan.
Plus, what other state can you live in where it's the only state you can live in where you can tell people where you live with a wave of a hand?
Exactly.
I live right
The
here.
mini state.
Or two hands.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, or two hands. I'm sorry.
Oh,
well,
boy.
thank you, Chad.
Well, it's great
Chad,
chatting
thank
with
you.
both of you.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it. Thank you. And
Just
one of
wanna
the
grab
things,
the mic from you.
yeah,
Thank
grab
you.
that mic. So one of the things that we're probably best known for in the world is automotive culture.
Oh, absolutely.
I think so.
And you say Michigan, Detroit, Flint, anywhere in this part of the state, or anywhere in the world, and they say the automobile. So
And Bob Sadler's coming in from the Motor Cities National Heritage Area, which I'm really proud to be a member of, and really happy to be a charter member of the Motor Cities National Heritage Area. Tell us about that, Bob.
Well, Motor Cities National Heritage Area is the only national heritage area in the state of Michigan. We're one of 62 around the country. And national heritage areas are actually designated by acts of Congress and signed into law by the president. We actually are celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. It was November 6th, 1998.
I'm trying to figure out which president that was.
That was Bill Clinton,
Okay,
98. And he signed the legislation that had been championed by the late Congressman John Dingell and helped through the Senate by the late Carl Levin. And so we actually, we focus on automotive and labor heritage. We tell the story of how this part of the country, namely 16 counties in the lower peninsula of our state, put the world on wheels.
Well, and it's interesting because there's not a border like you usually find with a national park. And even though this is the area that you really feature, there are other places in Michigan that were really important and continue to be important for automotive culture and such.
Absolutely.
But you celebrate it here. So kind of give us the definition of where it goes, what it covers.
Yeah, we cover 16 counties. So most people think Motor Cities, they think Detroit, of course. But we also include Flint, and we go up to the capital area, Lansing, and we go out as far west as Kalamazoo County, where they made yellow cabs. And we lovingly refer to our western gateway being the Gilmore Car Museum in
All the
Hickory
way to
Corners.
Hickory Corner.
You got it.
Hickory Corner.
I love that. I love that place.
That is actually the largest automotive museum in North America.
Wow.
Amazing, isn't it?
Have you ever been to Stahl's Automotive Foundation?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
That's an amazing, in one big room, you see so much automotive history. It's mind-boggling.
Yes.
If there is one attraction or a couple of them in Motor Cities National Heritage Area that are probably least known, what would you say they would be?
Wow. Least known.
I like the tough question.
Well, we have a couple, we're here at the Big House. So there's a couple attractions in Ypsilanti, just a stone's throw away here. And those are the Ypsilanti Auto Heritage Museum, which is in the old Miller car dealership.
That's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, and it was one of the last Hudson dealerships.
Right.
And they have operated as a museum. If the kids are into the movie Cars, they have one of the Hudson Hornet race cars over there. And then also in Ypsi is the Michigan Firehouse Museum.
That's a pretty neat place
we,
too.
We were there on the show, and that's an amazing, amazing place.
So yeah, so we have a lot of, we have the well-known attractions like the Henry Ford, and the Sloan Museum was mentioned earlier as well. We've got we got two museums in Lansing, the Michigan Historical Museum and the Ari Olds Museum. So we cover a great We have the greatest concentration of automotive history attractions anywhere.
Well, the thing is, normally when you think of like a park of some sort, you're thinking about specific places that you're going to go to, and that's great. We want people to do that.
Yeah.
But Motor City is also, you celebrate the history, you work with people in the industry now, and you're looking toward the future in a lot of ways too, in education, labor history, things like that. It's a really interesting group.
Yes, we actually have kind of a tripod mission. We promote tourism into this area in support of auto and labor heritage, but we also support revitalization of historic sites and support museums in their programming and new exhibits. So there's an education component to it as well.
You mentioned some places I'd like to check out. What's your website? Where can people get more information?
They can go to motorcities.org. And we have an itinerary builder. If you want to search by city, you can put your own itinerary together. Also, we have a very robust social media. You can learn daily different historic items that took place in automotive history by just following our Facebook page. And we also have a weekly e-newsletter that comes out every Wednesday that features our story of the week, which is the franchise.
So it's motorcities.org.
Motorcities.org.
Awesome.
Well, I have to tell you, Bob, you, Sean, Brian, the whole team, you guys do such a great job. Thank you for all you do with Motor Cities Natural Heritage Area.
Thanks, guys.
Nice to have you here. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, are you ready to go to the beach?
I'm always ready to go to the beach. I don't live very far from the beach, so I actually know some of these beaches pretty well.
I'm actually always wearing my bathing suit because you never know.
I could go so many places with that, but I'm not
But
going
you're
to.
not going to. Anyway, oh, look. Well, right.
Jill. It's Jill.
It's Jill. That's right. I had a little aneurysm there. Yes. Oh, sorry.
So Jill will help, and let me help you out here.
Thank you.
With My Michigan Beaches?
My Michigan Beach and Travel.
Beach. I got it. That's
But
it.
it's
And travel.
mymichiganbeach.com.
.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know of every secret beach. in
I
the
do. I do. And I'll tell you what, I don't give them all away, but I did give one of my very favorites away today.
I'll tell you my favorite. Some
Okay,
of
yeah.
yours. Mine's
Oh.
the beach at North Bar Lake.
Oh my gosh, that's one of them.
Really?
Fabulous,
It's just north of
fabulous.
Empire, and it used to be nobody knew about this beach. Nobody.
I know. I hope I'm not responsible for sharing that because I do have that on my website.
It's probably the most great secret little beautiful little
Isn't
beach.
it?
Yeah.
Do you know the best time to go there is
Right now?
Yeah.
I've got my bathing suit on.
Fall. In autumn, it clears out
Yeah.
and it is still spectacular. The water's still warm, and oh my gosh, what a special treat! Beautiful place.
Well, so now what do you do in your organization? Do you, keep track of all the beaches, keep us informed on what's out there? Explain.
So I started mymichiganbeach.com. Originally, we were just covering beaches. I grew up in Michigan. I spent my life, I still spend my summers on the beaches here, swimming and sailing.
You must have tan lines all the time. Sorry, is that inappropriate? Anyway.
And in the winter, skiing and things like that. And I started talking to people, friends, families, family relatives who lived out of state, and they had no idea what Michigan was like.
And I'm glad you mentioned, beaches, even in the winter. My daughter, in the winter, she takes her dog to the beach and they walk for miles, and beaches,
Absolutely.
even in the winter, are beautiful.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
So I started the website. I have a background as a journalist and librarian, and the website just blew up. It obviously, I've got a great subject here, right?
Yeah.
And so as we've expanded, we've gone inland, and we're really just covering everything Michigan travel. But in addition to the website and our social media, we also partner with Michigan businesses, wineries, resorts, kayak companies, all kinds of different companies. And we promote them on our website, and then also on social media, we do giveaways and things like that. We've got a couple specials right now on the website for National Travel Week.
Yeah.
So it's really a great community, and it's a great thing to always be promoting.
It's such a great concept. How'd you come up with this? Just
Hey, what can I say?
a couple glasses of wine and hey.
Again, it's a great subject. Michigan's a great place. And so,
And the website is mymichiganbeach.com. That's M-Y, not M-I, like most of our
Thanks for
websites
saying
are.
that.
MyMichiganBeach.com.
because everybody's got their favorite beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Mine is PJ Hoffmaster State Park. But part of the
beautiful.
park is shut down this summer for,
saw
they're
that.
fixing everything up.
I saw that.
We are
those
investing
dunes.
so much into our state parks right now. It's incredible.
What was
Yeah,
your
it's
favorite?
gorgeous. You're really going to make me tell?
Huh?
You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
I told you my
Tell.
favorite.
Okay, you
Please
know
tell.
what? If they're watching this, they deserve to know.
That's
Is
right.
that right?
That's right.
So it's Old Faithful. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh, Faithful.
Old Faithful. So it's near Arcadia, and it's Pierport. It's the end of the, I believe it's the end of Pierport Road.
Oh, I know where that is.
Do you know where that is?
Yeah.
And there's that artesian
Well, show
I
me
didn't
on
know
my
what it was
hand.
called.
Okay, it's right here.
Oh, it's
It's like right there.
okay.
So you follow the dead end, and you'll see, chances are whenever you go, you're going to see cars there filling up their jugs with the artesian water.
Right.
Pull in after you get some of your water, and then that is a stunning beach.
It's
got-
on Lake Michigan.
It's on Lake Michigan.
Have you ever been
Never
to the
heard
Good
of it.
Heart store and kind of right behind there a little bit?
Yes.
Another one we're probably not supposed to share, but there you go.
Yes, that is a good one. I have a good friend of mine. In fact, it's her daughter represented Michigan in the Olympic snowboarding. Kalapis,
Oh, yeah.
Zoe Kalapis.
Yeah.
They have a place near there. So
Fantastic. So,
it's
the website again?
mymichiganbeach.com.
that's
Joe
correct.
Halpin.
So,
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. Thanks
Great
for
to see
having
you.
me.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Give me that mic.
Yep, there we go. Well, of course, we were showing people climb ice a little while ago. Now we're talking beaches because it's time to welcome back to summer right here in Pure, Michigan.
Hey, you looked at the right camera.
I did. Want to see a little commercial?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
A breath of fresh air will do you a world of good. It'll help you press pause and see things a little more clearly.
And when you step outside and take it in, a world of worry gets swept away.
And what's left?
Just feels right.
Breathe in deep and let fresh renew your spirit in Pure, Michigan.
Isn't that spectacular? That's a great voice, great ad, and it really shows Pure Michigan as it really is. That's always what we try to do, tell the real story about a place that's, hey, we're not perfect, but we're striving to be, and that's what we call Pure Michigan.
Yes, we are. Perfect.
Well, your mustache is perfect. We're trying to be as perfect as your mustache.
Well, next we're going to talk about one of my favorite places in the whole world, the Yankee Air Museum. And we have Kevin Walsh with us. I remember the original building too. I was in there. Which sadly burned down.
Yeah.
But some of the treasures that you guys have at that museum and we actually had a chance to go up and fly in the B-25.
Yep.
I still can't hear, but what an amazing,
Sorry about that.
yeah, what an amazing experience that was.
Yeah. We strive to really be an experiential visit, and obviously the air adventures that we provide at the museum, where people can publicly ride on flyable vintage airplanes, is something you can't take advantage of very few places in the world. And that's something that's very special to us, very near and dear to us, to have that visceral experience, to have that visceral opportunity to experience history firsthand in the air is something very special.
Well, let's go back a little bit because I bet most people don't know what happened there that made it such a special place. Can you give us a little history?
Yeah, so we are on Willow Run Airport. That is the site of where the famous World War II Willow Run bomber plant existed. 8,685 B-24 bombers were built. Now, that may not be a stat that seems very interesting, but when Roosevelt said that we needed 18,000 B-24s to win World War II, the current manufacturer was only building one a month. So we didn't have 18,000 months to win a war.
Yeah.
Enter the prowess of Detroit and the automotive manufacturers, in particular Ford,
And a workforce.
and a workforce that we go all the way to the composite of the workforce, and 50% of the workforce being women, and it's the introduction of women in the industrial workplace.
Rosie the Riveter.
Rosie the Riveter. And all of a sudden you had a bomber being built every 55 minutes. We outproduced and outtrained the enemy in World War II. That was one of the key things. The war was won on the front lines, but it was also won on the home front. And
Yep.
right here in Southeast Michigan, it was an incredible turning point in the war right here.
the arsenal of democracy right in this area. And
Correct.
so many people don't even know that story. It's pretty sad. So when they come to your facility, what are they going to find today?
So there's 3 things that you can experience with our museum, and that's the air adventures where you can fly an historic aircraft from World War II to the Vietnam era. We have
Sign me up.
a Vietnam era helicopter where the doors are open. You can stick your legs out the side and go for a flight around Willow Run Airport.
You still have that B-25?
We still have the B-25, absolutely. And now it's dedicated to Rosie the Riveter. We've renamed it as Rosie's Reply as a tongue-in-cheek sort of World War II nose art piece to honor all the Rosies, because Rosie's built her. So, and she went to combat and flew 8 missions in the Mediterranean. So we wanted to make sure that that was honoring our Rosies. But also our special events, Wings and Wheels, it happens annually. The Big Thunder Over Michigan Air Show, really the marquee event, one of the top air shows in the United States. And then of course the museum experience itself too. And it's a lot more than just airplanes and placards now. It's an experiential opportunity to learn a lot about history, not only here, but through the U.S. and American aeronautics.
And when does Thunder happen?
Thunder is August 12th and 13th this year at Willow Run Airport.
Yeah, I can't stress enough what an amazing experience that is. You get to see every kind of plane made fly, and then are they going to be there this year? The Blue Angels?
So the Blue Angels will not be here this year.
But
the F-22, the United States Air Force F-22 Raptor will be there.
Oh, okay.
But what's really special about Thunder Over Michigan is not only just the composite of who's there, but it's that only conduit that exists where you can get up close with aviation and meet pilots and ground crew and meet the folks that are out there defending our nation each and every day, or that are preserving the history of our nation. You go any other time, and there's a barbed wire fence around the airport.
Oh, I was going to say, you get to walk out on the tarmac right around the historic plane.
It's airplanes up close is what it is.
And luckily we do have the Air Zoo, which is incredible in Kalamazoo. So you have these 2 great museums you should check out. What's your website?
YankeeAirMuseum.org.
Easy.
Super easy.
YankeeAirMuseum.org.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Pleasure.
Amazing experience. Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
where are we,
and
Dave?
that August event I've never been able to come to because I'm usually on vacation, but I'm going to make this my vacation this year. I am happy I learned about this. Well, not here in the big house.
Oh, I thought you moved what we're doing
unless
right now.
I'm invited to come back.
Well, look what we've got. Annie Kelly here.
Annie, come on in. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Calhoun County Visitor Bureau, otherwise known as the Battle Creek Area Visitors Bureau.
Yeah, so Battle Creek, Marshall, Athens, Albion.
It's a really cool
all the
area.
Magic stuff there.
Yep, yeah. Everything is magic in Calhoun County. What are you talking about?
I'm glad you mentioned, because I love Battle Creek, and my son lives in the area. I think you know that, so I'm there a lot. But we really don't talk about Marshall very, very much. It's a great town. Can you tell us about that?
Wasn't it good? It was almost the state capital, wasn't it?
It was almost the state capital. They built an actual like a mansion for the governor. No governor actually lived there though, because it was they actually went with Lansing instead.
I'll live there.
I think it's for sale if you want. Do you have enough money?
That's cool. Yeah, and you have. I guess what I really love about it is there's so much unique architecture there in Marshall, and it is really an eclectic collection of architecture. It's really cool.
Yeah, just walking through downtown. I mean, there's a lot of great shopping downtown, but it's such a hodgepodge of styles and eras.
Oh, the downtown it's a classic Americana, and you have a social district there now too, correct?
Yep, Marshall has a social district as well as
Which means you
downtown
can walk
Battle
around
Creek.
with a drink.
Yeah, you can walk around outside with a
drink.
drink.
I get
Yeah. And you mentioned the architecture, and this isn't summer, but September, they do have the home tour in Marshall where they feature different houses and buildings, and you get to learn about the history and the architecture.
It's a great place. Annie, I was in Battle Creek just a short time ago with Linda, and it's been a while since I've really toured Battle Creek. So we did a little tour. I was so impressed with all the cool things happening with restaurants, with kind of like this innovation hub there. It was a great experience. People should head to Battle Creek, right?
Definitely head to Battle Creek. I really feel like downtown Battle Creek is gaining momentum right now. And we just had, as was mentioned earlier, the New Holland Brewing just opened, but there's also Hand Map, which I know you don't drink, and I don't like beer.
I like the atmosphere.
But yeah, I
Well, then
love.
I'll go for you guys. You don't have to go.
I love the Otis. It's
Yeah.
like the one beer I will drink. And they do a really great job with their brewing there. And we'll have the cereal festival coming up on
great.
June 10th, and that's a great excuse to go downtown and visit some of the shops. These earrings I got, they are from Bread and Basket in downtown Battle Creek.
Didn't they used to have a baby race there or something, or a baby?
No, that's at Fremont.
Oh, that's oh, sorry.
National Baby Food Festival. We'll talk to them
sorry.
another time.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm trying to remember.
I was just there last night. So.
I've been so many places. I don't know where I am
I
right
know.
now. Who are you?
We have a big person race in Battle Creek for the cereal festival.
Yeah.
That's the Cereal City race.
That is really cool. And, people need to go there and then find out about the story between Kellogg and Post, how that all came together.
Mhm.
Fascinating.
Mhm.
Can you, before you leave, tell us about the tower? Because that big, beautiful tower downtown, which sat empty
Oh.
for a long time.
Yep.
Not anymore.
Yes, the Milton, it started out as a bank in downtown Battle Creek. We have a lot of people who remember going there as children. It was closed for a very long time. And I say a very long time. I had my prom there. So
Oh, wow, that long ago.
imagine how long ago that was. And so it was recently bought and renovated. I believe the Michigan Economic
Development Corporation.
helped out with that. And it is just classic Art Deco.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful building.
They redid all the paintings on the ceiling, and just walking in is worth a look.
You're right. It's really a special place.
Yeah.
And so is Battle Creek, the entire Calhoun County area. People have got to check it out. You're going to love it.
Mhm.
Thanks for being with us, Annie.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, give me that mic.
Yeah. He's
That's mine.
kind of a mic hog. So I can't believe it, Tom, but man, we're almost out of time.
Oh, we're down to our last. Oh, we saved one of the best for last.
I know. I've been looking forward to this. Now I have to tell you, our next guest, I met on the radio. I wasn't able to actually meet him in person until today, and I'm so happy I have. So come on in, John.
Plus, this guy's
So
got class.
it's really great. Okay.
All right.
Is this a note from my teacher?
No, it's John E.
Okay.
Lawrence.
Oh, thank you. It's great.
And
Yep.
it's actually the John E. Lawrence Summer Jazz Series.
That's right.
What's it like
So-
having a jazz series named after you?
I
That's
know.
cool.
It's really cool. It came about because after COVID, I just wanted to give back to the community and give people something to do. And it started out to be one concert, but I decided to make it all summer long. And the reason why it's called the Johnny Lawrence Summer Jazz Series is because the first year I did it, I just called all of my friends from my phone book and had them play.
Well, you're a performer too.
And I'm a performer as
Yeah,
well. That's
yeah.
right. And
I got a kazoo band I just put together. You looking for any
That
more
doesn't
acts?
fit the jazz
Oh,
genre.
sorry. Okay.
yeah, what I wanted to do though is I wanted to give the community free concerts all summer long. This year is going to be June 30th through September 1st. But I wanted to make sure it was free, but I also wanted to make sure it was top notch.
Yeah.
I wanted the best stage, the best sound company, and the best entertainment that we could get.
And this happens in Ipsy?
And it happens in Ipsy at Ford Lake Park. That's 905.
That's a beautiful park.
Yeah, South Huron River Drive.
Now, are
in
you
the
going to be
township.
performing any of those nights?
I'll be closing it out on September 1st.
Oh, you made yourself the headline.
Yeah, I made
act.
myself the headliner. Some of the perks that you can do when it's your festival.
Have you announced many of the other performers yet? Is it too early?
Oh no, it's out there on our website, and I think I have it memorized. We start out with Jazz Funk Soul, which is Jeff Lober.
Yep.
It's going to be Paul Jackson Jr. and Everett Harp, all in the same band.
Oh,
Then we go to
wow.
Lynn Roundtree. The next week is Norman Brown. We have all national recording artists. Most of them have Grammys this year. And we have, after Norman Brown, we go into Alexander Zonchek.
Oh, yeah.
Then Alex Bunyan. And then we go to Gerald Albright, Tim Bowman, and then Paula Atherton is coming back again this year. And Dwayne Parham, and then we close it out with Johnny E. Lawrence.
Well, those are some pretty big names there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this festival's a real deal.
This is the real deal.
So I've been to Ford Park, and so I'm trying to figure out, do people come maybe bring a blanket or a towel or whatever and kind of sit on the grass and watch the performance?
That's right. Bring your lawn chair. Some people bring small canopies and the blankets, and you see everybody from little toddlers to mothers, grandmothers, great grandparents, and it's just a family environment.
That's what I love about jazz festivals. It's multi-generational.
Right. That's right.
Should people bring, like, if they want to have a dinner and music and dinner, bring their own food, or are you gonna have food there as well?
Oh, we have food trucks, and we have
love food
vendors. We have vendors, but it's okay to bring your own, and it's free. We have to charge. The park itself charges $5 per vehicle. So you can have as many people in the vehicle.
That's all?
That's it.
Seriously?
That's just
You know,
$5 per vehicle.
I seem to remember when we talked on the Travel Michigan radio show, heard Sundays at 4 on WJR 760 AM. Little commercial there.
That's right.
So when we talked on the program, it seemed like you just love jazz music. You really felt like you really wanted to bring it back to people in this communal fashion. I just love what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's, I'm a fan of music. I still have my album collections.
Yeah.
And I still.
There are some of us that still have them.
We still have them.
I still got 3 Jeff Lorber albums.
That's
at
right.
home.
That's
the
right.
actual albums at home.
And I'll tell you what's great about this is that the artists that I'm bringing on, I'm fans of these people, and I get a chance to pick them up at the airport, listen to their stories, and actually get a chance to play with some of them.
Good stuff.
So
Really
it's
good
really-
stuff.
it's really
I
good.
can't wait to be there. So fill us in again. Remind us of the date. It starts.
It's every Friday starting June 30th all the way through September 1st.
And if somebody wants to get the lineup and get more information,
You
the
can-
website.
You go to the website. It's John E. That's the middle initial E. John E. Lawrence Jazz.com.
John E. is an excellent.
Hey.
Lawrence Jazz.com.
That's right.
Got it. All right.
That's
Thanks,
right.
John.
And
Appreciate it.
we just happy to do it, and we're going to keep it going. I wanted to keep going year after year. Even once I retire or step down, I'm going to be training people to keep it going. So
Way to do it.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Oh, thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Good to see you.
Good
Appreciate
seeing
it.
you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Well,
Oh my God, we made it.
Um,
through. Which camera? Oh, the red lights. See,
we go.
I'm paying attention. There's
yeah,
the red
me
light.
too. I was actually looking for the green light, but okay.
We made it through.
Red
So-
seemed to be like go or on to me. And
Right?
I know I was
Yeah.
looking at the wrong camera most of the time because of that.
Yeah, that's
We'll
the
get
wrong.
this down.
That's the wrong color. Green should be go. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
we did it. We made it through. Now this is just night 1. Remember, we're doing this the next 4 nights as well. At 7 p.m. will be the same station, the same. Oh, wait.
Look
There-
at that
now this-
awesome
now this-
graphic.
Now this one's going on over here. Oh, there's your graphic. Look at that.
So we have a bunch of people to thank.
Oh yes, here. You thank them while I read.
Let me thank them. So I'd like to thank them totally by memory now, because you're looking at the graphics. Oh, maybe not by memory. So I want to thank Sarah and Chad from Destination Ann Arbor. Of course, you saw them earlier. I want to thank Dave Scott, of course, and Jared from mymichigan.com. And you'll be able to watch this program on mymichigan.com, mymichigan.com. Is that right? mymichigantv.com. So complicated. And then, of course, the entire team here at the Big House. We had so much fun here today. Yeah, this is called work. I loved it. Everybody, of course, from our team, Nick Nurbin from Pure Michigan as well.
And throw that graphic up one more time. It's got the different days and the different where we're going to be. Yeah. So tomorrow's Sault Ste. Marie.
Yep.
Then Wednesday, Charlevoix.
I've heard of that place.
Thursday, South Haven.
Love it.
Great beach town. And then Friday, Flint.
7 o'clock each night until 8 o'clock on the dot.
Not.
Well, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll talk as long as you guys will listen.
Yeah. So come back and
They're saying,
again.
why are they still talking?
Why is he still talking?
Sounding like Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, so get a piece of paper and a pencil, and because there are going to be so many more great vacation destinations and ideas for you. So it's speed dating destinations for you this summer or any time of year. So.
And go to michigan.org/, is it NTTW?
I think that's what it is, because you're going to find those deals and discounts that we really didn't have time to talk about tonight, but we will in the next couple of nights. So tune in. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock from Sault Ste. Marie. We don't have a fancy pre-produced closing. So thanks for joining us.
How about we just do a hearty handshake and thank each other?
Handshake.
Thanks, Dave.
I can't do it
Oh,
while
it's right-
watching
it's right
TV.
here.
There we go. Thanks, guys. Everybody. See you tomorrow. Guys. Woo.